Welcome to 5 Myths You Still Believe, Debunked. You'd be surprised how many common facts we hear all the time are actually completely wrong. Some were taught in school, others passed around like urban legends, but they've all stuck in our minds. Today, we're going to bust 5 of the most popular myths you probably still believe. Get ready, you might be surprised by how much you don't know. You've probably heard this one, that we only use 10% of our brain. It's been repeated in movies, self-help books, and even some classrooms, but it's totally false. Brain imaging technology, like fMRI and PET scans, clearly show that we use virtually every part of our brain, and most of the brain is active almost all the time, even while we're sleeping. This myth likely came from a misinterpretation of early neuroscience, but in reality, our brain is always working. Just because we don't understand every function yet doesn't mean it's not being used. Despite the popular phrase blind as a bat, bats are not blind at all. In fact, most species of bats have perfectly good eyesight. Some even have better vision than humans in low light. Yes, they use echolocation to navigate and hunt in complete darkness, but that doesn't mean they can't see. Echolocation is just an additional sense, like sonar. It helps them detect objects in pitch black, but vision is still part of their sensory toolkit. So next time you hear someone say bats are blind, you'll know that's a myth. This myth might sound like poetic justice, but it's scientifically incorrect. Lightning can, and often does, strike the same place more than once. Tall, isolated, or metallic structures like radio towers or skyscrapers are frequent lightning targets. For example, the Empire State Building is struck by lightning roughly 20 to 25 times a year. Lightning is attracted to the highest point in a region, and if that happens to be the same point over and over again, nature doesn't care about the myth. It'll strike again and again. Poor goldfish, they've gotten a bad reputation for being forgetful little swimmers. But the idea that goldfish have only a 3-second memory, total myth. Scientific studies show that goldfish can remember information for weeks, even months. They can be trained to recognize colors, patterns, feeding times, and even perform simple tricks. Some researchers have even shown that goldfish can navigate mazes. So no, your goldfish isn't forgetting you every time you walk past the tank. They actually might know more than you think. Cracking your knuckles might sound gross, but it's not dangerous. Many people believe that doing it too much will cause arthritis, but medical studies have found no direct link between knuckle cracking and joint damage or arthritis. That popping sound you hear, it's actually the release of gas bubbles in the synovial fluid between your joints. While excessive cracking might lead to temporary swelling or reduced grip strength in rare cases, it's not going to cause arthritis. So, crack away, just maybe not during a meeting. So, how many of these myths did you believe before watching this video? The internet is full of misinformation, but a little curiosity goes a long way. If you learned something new today, help others bust these myths too by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with your friends. Got a myth you want us to debunk next? Drop it in the comments. We might feature it in our next video.